Hello and welcome back to the I Am a Woman podcast. My name is Teray Peoples. I am your host, and we are on our self-care series, and this is part 3. You want to make sure that you go back and watch videos 1 and 2 so that you don't miss out on anything in this series. Keep watching. So today we are going to be talking about our emotional self-care, and the 3 areas that we are going to hit on is our stress management, our therapy, and journaling. So before we jump into today's topic, I want us to review our foundational scripture, which is Mark chapter 12, verses 30 and 31. And it says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. The second is this, love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these." So listen, in order for us to fully love our neighbors as ourselves, we have to first know who we are. We have to learn how to love ourselves. And one way that we are going to focus on loving ourselves is by paying attention to our self-care. So we talked about in the previous video, we talked about our physical care. So today we're going to talk about our emotional care. Once again, I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist, but we are going to look at this from a high level view. Okay, it's up to you to go into those different areas and facets of your own life to go dig deeper into what it is that you need to do with self-care. In this series, we are just starting the conversation. Go further, do more, go deeper so that you can be and discover your authentic self in God. Okay, so let's get into the topic today. So listen, as women, we wear many different hats. I say this all the time. We are wives, we are mothers, we are sisters, we are daughters, we are friends, we are cousins, we are co-workers, we are entrepreneurs, we are. We're so many things. And with each one of those things comes a different level of stress. And we have to learn how to properly manage our stress. And it's important that you identify when you might be becoming a little bit overwhelmed, and how do you properly handle that stress. I know for myself is when I find myself in a stressful situation, I will just put myself in my own room. I will go upstairs, I will shut myself away because I don't want that stress to come off on anyone else. I don't want my children seeing me stressed out and now I'm barking at them and fussing and fighting with my husband just because I'm stressed out. But I have become aware of what my triggers are, and I try to be proactive as opposed to being reactive. I know if my day is not starting off right, I need to listen to something that's going to be life-giving, that's going to encourage me, that's going to motivate or empower me so that it can put me in a better mood. I also have to pay attention to my body. If I have not gotten enough sleep, am I just tired? Am I just restless? Then I need to go and get some more rest. I need to step away from my phone. I need to step away from my computer. I have to say, you know what? Not right now. You have to learn how to manage your stress levels. And, I say it all the time. I don't play games with myself. So I know if I am not dealing well with a situation, I need to stop and I need to really be honest with myself and have a real honest conversation and be like, Teray, you are bugging. You are tripping right now. I need you to go ahead and get it together. So I will go and break away and I'll go and I'll pray, or I'll go and I'll read something. But I am honest with myself. I know when I get on my own nerves. Come on. We have those times where you just get on your own nerves, where you just, child, you need to trip, you need to chill out, okay? And it's okay to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest and be realistic about the level of stress that you might be encountering at that time and dealing with, and what do you need to do in order to put yourself into a better headspace, a better situation, so that you are not spewing out on anyone else or anything else in your life. Okay, so it's important that we learn how to manage our stress. What are ways that are going to help make you feel better? Let me know down in the comments, what do you do to help you maintain and manage your stress? So now let's talk about a topic that is seemingly becoming a little bit more acceptable and more popular amongst our culture right now, and that is the idea and the action of therapy. Okay, therapy is great. All right, therapy is wonderful. Why? Because it allows an impartial party to come in and ask you questions that you might not know to ask yourself. They're going to ask you things that are going to help you identify areas that need to be improved in your life. Now, it's up to you whether you want to take their advice or if you want to absolutely move forward with the information that they are giving you. But it's necessary for us all to have a space where we can talk freely, without reservation, without feeling as if we're going to be judged by what it is that we're saying, so we can express what it is that we need to express. We can get it off, and then someone can give us tools that are going to be healthy, tools that are going to allow us to really put into some good positive action in our lives. Okay, it's important that you go and speak to someone about all of the things that you are dealing with, and really trying to find an opportunity of clarity, finding an opportunity and a space of clarity. It's important that we verbalize what we are feeling, give it a voice, because suppressing it is only going to make the situation or the issue worse. Let's get it out there. So I encourage you, if you have not found a therapist, find a therapist. I am a huge proponent of therapy. Okay, I'm a believer in it. I practice in it. It's something that I do. I believe in it, and I'm proud of it. And I believe that it's beneficial for everyone. Everyone needs a space where they can go and feel free to speak and share those things that are on their hearts in a safe place. In a safe place. And it just needs to be you and your therapist. Now, family therapy is great where you go in with your spouse. And now listen, nothing has to be wrong. Nothing has to be wrong in order for you to go to therapy. It is just nice to be able to go and share and express a feeling, because a lot of us, whether it was we didn't have that opportunity to express feelings when we were growing up, or you just didn't know it was okay, or it was taboo to go to a therapist. No, therapy is good. I say it all, therapy and Jesus is a wonderful combination. Okay, so that might be something that you're interested in exploring, in order to help you work through some things. Find a therapist that works for you. It's not one therapist fits all. You might have to interview a couple of therapists before you find the one that works for you. But at any rate, I would suggest making it a priority and finding a therapist, because it's something that will definitely benefit you in your emotional stability and your emotional self-care. And lastly, before we get out of here, we want to talk about journaling. Now, before you find a therapist, maybe you just want to write down some things. You want to write down your emotions. You want to write down what your prayers are, your thoughts are, your frustrations, your those things that you are excited about, your achievements. Write them down so that you can go back and you can be like, you know what? I've come a long way. I remember being in that place, and man, I'm so grateful I'm not there anymore. Or I remember being in that place, and that was a really healthy place, and I want to get back to that place again. You know, it's really good just to be able to be reflective on those areas in your life that where you've come from, or where you or a positive place that you want to go back to. It's good to have that. It's good to be able to look at that. So journaling is something that I was more consistent about it in the past, and it's something that I want to get back into, to being more consistent with each and every day, because it helps me to get those feelings out and get them down on paper, and to write down those dreams and visions that I have and goals that I have, because then it helps to keep me accountable, right? So that's something that you can also do to help you on your emotional self-care journey. Now remember, at the beginning of this video, I said this isn't going to just be, this is just starting the conversation for you. This series is just the conversation starter for you. I want you to dig deeper, go further, go farther, and do the work necessary in order for you to dig into your emotional self-care. Listen, in order for us to be fully our authentic selves in God, to love our neighbors as we love ourselves, we must first know ourselves. And if we don't ever take out time to address these issues, we will never be able to rightly operate and walk out in the commandment that God gave us. So listen, it's important that you identify these areas and take care of yourself. So listen, if you are listening to this podcast, you can also watch the podcast on our YouTube channel at I Am a Woman. Listen, and if you haven't yet, you want to make sure that you request to join the I Am a Woman Facebook group, mentorship group. Listen, it's just a community of women where we come together to continue the conversation, to continue to go further, okay? So you want to make sure that you are doing that as soon as possible, and I can't wait for you to join and connect with you even further. So God bless you, family. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And remember, if no one has told you today, I love you, I'm praying for you, and I believe in the Lord for the very best for your life. God bless you, family. Have an amazing day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.